Hello guys, back again on the Movie Storyline channel. In this video I will summarize the storyline of the animated cartoon movie entitled Ferdinand. The movie, which was released in 2017, tells the story of a bull named Ferdinand, who is accidentally chosen to fight with the matador. Without further ado, let's jump right into the storyline. At a bull farm, you can see the cubs are having fun playing, except for a bull cub named Ferdinand who prefers to take care of flowers than playing head-to-head. His friend, Valiente, is very ambitious to become the strongest bull in the arena, by defeating the matadors. Another friend named Bones, he has more speed than the others. And one more friend named Guapo, he always gets nauseous when he hears the word matador. Seeing Ferdinand, who was more interested in flowers, he was bullied by his friends. It wasn't long before the adult bulls came out to fight each other.
Go get him, Dad!
Good luck, Dad.
Out of my way!
In that fight, Ferdinand's father was chosen as the winner and will take part in the fight in the arena against the matador. His father told Ferdinand he would beat the matador and return home soon.
That matador doesn't stand a chance, okay?
After that, Ferdinand was separated from his father. Meanwhile, Valiente is very upset because his father lost to Ferdinand's father. Ferdinand waited for days but his father did not return, until one day the bull truck came but he did not see his father, Ferdinand, who felt sad and tried to run away from the farm. The guards who saw him then immediately chased after him. Until finally Ferdinand managed to escape the pursuit by boarding one of the train carriages. After getting off the train, Ferdinand continued walking aimlessly until he slipped into a ravine and was found by someone. When he woke up, a little girl named Nina approached him. Nina seems to love Ferdinand and promises to take care of him. Nina lives with her father Juan, and her guard dog, Paco. Ferdinand was very happy, especially where Nina lived in the hills where there were many flower plants. Ferdinand lived his days with fun. With his new family.
Good night, Ferdinand.
Short story: Ferdinand has now grown into an adult bull. One day Ferdinand was happy, because that day there would be a flower festival in the city. But unfortunately Ferdinand could not come because his body was already big. Ferdinand, who was confused and desperate to go to the city to see the flower festival. When he got there, people were very surprised to see Ferdinand. Not long after, Ferdinand met Nina, but because his ass was stung by a bee, Ferdinand ran and made a mess.
We have a situation here?
As a result, Ferdinand was arrested and taken away. Seeing Ferdinand brought by Nina became very sad. It turned out that Ferdinand was brought back to his native farm. Arriving there, he met a female goat named Lupe who would become Ferdinand's coach. Then Ferdinand reunited with his old friends who were shocked to see Ferdinand's large body. Since Ferdinand left, there have been two new bulls, namely a longish bull named English, and a laboratory-created bantam named Makina. Valiente, who has hated Ferdinand since he was a child, now remains unchanged. He welcomes Ferdinand's return cynically.
Welcome back, Ferdinand.
After that, Lupe brought Ferdinand to sleep in his cage. That night 3 hedgehogs named Unadosa and Cuatro entered Ferdinand's cage to steal
Are
food.
you trying to steal my stuff?
I'm Una.
I'm Dos. And I'm Cuatro.
However, the kind Ferdinand let the 3 hedgehogs take their food. Ferdinand Yang did not feel at home in that place and then tried to run away to return to Nina's house, but instead he was electrocuted by an electric fence, and was teased by 3 horses. Finally Ferdinand returned to his cage. The next day, Lupe wakes up the bulls because they have a matador named El Primero.
Welcome to Casa del Toro.
The goal of coming there is to choose one of the strongest bulls, to fight him in the arena. The guards then prepared the arena for a simulated battle and took out the bulls.
Impress me.
All the bulls seemed eager to attack the mock matador, except for the nonviolent Ferdinand. El Primero, who witnessed it, was disappointed to see the bulls who did not meet his expectations. After the match, Ferdinand told his friends that he was not a fighter. Then they saw Guapo being put into a truck. Guapo didn't realize that he was actually going to be taken to a slaughterhouse. That night, Bones was saddened by Guapo's departure.
I'm really sorry about Guapo.
He also ordered Ferdinand to fight for survival. The next day, the bulls began to train to become stronger and were chosen by El Primero. Except for Ferdinand, who continues to be encouraged by Lupe. Seeing a rabbit that was almost run over by English, Ferdinand immediately ran to help him.
Oh no! Live, buddy, live!
Ferdinand, who realized that English's vision was impaired, then licked his hair so that English could see clearly again. Then Prio the horse came and mocked them. Feeling disapproved, the bulls then invited the horses to duel for a dance match. Until finally, the horses don't get along and they get electrocuted by electricity bills. After that, Ferdinand plans to invite Lupe to escape from that place. At first Lupe refused, but after Ferdinand convinced him, Lupe finally agreed. Ferdinand then asked the hedgehogs for help, by bribing him with a toy that made a sound. Then Ferdinand began to follow the directions of the Landas, who told him to enter the house.
Let's do it.
Hearing the car alarm sound, the guards immediately came to check it, but the hedgehogs managed to distract them. Inside, Ferdinand sees a photo of his father as well as the horns of the bulls hanging on the wall. He realized that all the bulls that came to the arena would surely die. Ferdinand suddenly changed his mind. He was going to invite all his friends to run away with him. Then Ferdinand met his friends and showed the horns of the bull he found. Ferdinand said that being selected into the arena was the same as entering a slaughterhouse. But the Valiente don't believe it and will still come to the arena to survive. He even challenged Ferdinand to a fight.
I'm not gonna fight you, Valiente.
Ferdinand, who tried to stop him, managed to break one of the Valiente's horns and the matador saw it. Finally, Ferdinand was chosen to join the arena against him.
I'll fight him in Madrid tomorrow.
While Valiente is taken to a slaughterhouse, Ferdinand remains focused on his plan to escape with his friends. Then 3 porcupines lure the horses into the stable, and after that lock them from the outside.
You mess with the wrong hogs.
While Ferdinand goes to the slaughterhouse to free the Valiente. Inside, Ferdinand finds Valiente and invites her to run away with him, but she is desperate and tells Ferdinand to leave. Then suddenly Ferdinand heard the sound of the guapo and he immediately looked for it. It turned out that the guapo had not been cut. When Ferdinand Akon saves Guapo, he accidentally activates the mower. They panic, and Ferdinand tries his best to restrain him. When the Guapo was about to be cut off, suddenly the Valiente came to his rescue. He changed his mind and was going with them. After passing through various obstacles, they finally managed to get out of the slaughterhouse and hit the horses. Ferdinand then told his friends to get into the truck immediately. Knowing the bulls would run away, the guards immediately chased after him. The chase continued until morning on the highway.
They're getting closer! Speed up!
We have the same route!
Get over there! Yeah! My hand!
Take the wheel.
Oh, me?
Until finally, Ferdinand and his friends managed to make the guard's car fall into a haystack. After that, they got stuck in traffic and were chased again by the owner of the farm. Ferdinand then told his friends to run towards the train station.
Sorry! My bad!
On the way, they took a bus to get there quickly. When they arrived at the station, they were again chased by the owner of the farm and his men. Ferdinand and the others then pushed the wagon, and told them all to get on. But Ferdinand just stopped, because he knew that the ranch owner was only after him. He sacrificed himself so that his friends could escape. Ferdinand was arrested, until the news was heard by Nina and her father. While the matador is preparing for the fight in the arena. Long story short, the battle event began. In the arena, Ferdinand still refused to fight, so the officers forced him to use sharp weapons. And Ferdinand began to be played by the matador. Unexpectedly, the matador's red scarf got stuck in Ferdinand's horn, and now Ferdinand was playing with the matador instead. The angry matador then began to draw his weapon. Aya Yang, who tried to attack, finally managed to hit Ferdinand, thus making him angry. But his anger faded again after seeing the flower he stepped on. Knowing there was an opportunity, the matador pulled out his sword again, and prepared to kill the resigned Ferdinand. Then suddenly the action was stopped by the audience. They wanted the matador to keep Ferdinand alive. And finally the match ended with Ferdinand's victory, which was welcomed by his best friend Nina. Not long after, Ferdinand's friends came. They didn't think that Ferdinand could win. After everything was done, Ferdinand and his friends were brought to Nina's place. And now they live happily living together in their new place and the movie ends. Thus the storyline of this Ferdinand movie. I hope you are entertained. Thank you for watching this video and see you in the next movie storyline.